Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about quadrilaterals. So a quadrilateral, if we look at the definition of it or the way that we break down the word, so quad means four and lateral means sides. Quadrilaterals are also referred to as quadrangles because they also have four angles. So we have four sides or four angles. They are interchangeable. The names mean the same thing. They're referring to the same shapes. So there are a couple of things we need to know. What are parallel lines? So they are lines or sides that are never going to intersect. And then what are perpendicular lines? So lines that intersect at a right angle. And by right angle, I mean that they're coming together at that 90-degree angle. And usually you will be able to see a small little, a small little rectangle here in the corner or square to indicate that it's a 90-degree angle. So those are some things just to look out for. Now, there are a bunch of different kinds of parallelograms, and this gives us kind of the definitions of them. And I'm going to come back to this page in just a minute, find these. So this is kind of a layout of what's going on here. So we talked about our parallelogram. So all of these are quadrilaterals because they all have four sides. So does it have two pairs of parallel sides? Yes. So all four of these, a parallelogram, a rectangle, a square, and a rhombus, are all parallelograms, okay? A rectangle and a square have to have four right angles, and a rhombus and a square have to have all their sides equal. So those are kind of just the differences between them. And this this chart, if it helps you to look at it for a little bit longer, feel free to pause me and check it out. So now we're going to define them first. So a quadrilateral is any polygon with four sides. So this quadrilateral, it's a shape. It's a polygon. So polygon, remember we talked about the definitions of that. So it has to have three or more sides. This qualifies. It has to be a closed shape, no intersecting lines, and no rounded sides. So this is a quadrilateral. So this one, this one's not going to be identified as anything other than a quadrilateral, but there are other quadrilaterals that have more specific names. Do the beginning before we. This, for example, is a parallelogram. So it is a quadrilateral, meaning it has four sides, and then it also has two pairs of grid that I went too far. Now, parallel, meaning that, remember, they don't meet, they don't ever intersect. So the blue set of lines are parallel to each other. If I were to extend them out forever and ever on both sides, they would never ever intersect. Same with the red lines. The red sides of this parallelogram are also parallel to each other. So by definition, it has to have two pairs of parallel sides. So the red pair is one pair and the blue pair is the other pair. So that's why we say two pairs of parallel sides. Quickly to the sides. Oops. An even more specific type of parallelogram. So this is a rectangle. We've seen these for a long, long time. It is a quadrilateral. So yes, it has four sides. It is also a parallelogram. So it has two pairs of parallel sides. And again, our parallel sides, here's one. That's one pair. And then the two sides are another pair. So we have two pairs of parallel sides. Now, the specific thing, or what makes a rectangle, is that it has four right angles. So this is a right angle, this is a right angle, this is a right angle, and this is a right angle. So we have two pairs of parallel lines and four right angles. So that is what makes a rectangle. A really specific type of parallelogram, which is also technically a specific type of a rectangle, is a square. So a square is a quadrilateral because it has four sides. It has two pairs of parallel sides. So just like with what we talked about before, this is a set of parallel sides. Oops, sorry for the scribble. And this is also a set of parallel sides. So we have two pairs of those. And then we have four right angles, just like we talked about with our rectangle. So from here down, this is really going to be a rectangle. The new specific part of this is that you have to have four sides with equal length. So this side is equal to this side, and this side, and this side. And these little equal signs or slashes are going to indicate that they're equal to one another. So this is a square, which you've seen since you were little. This is just a little bit more of a... If we go back to our square, it has quadrilateral, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and 4 sides with equal lengths. Now, those are technically, a square is a type of rhombus. Okay, I know that's kind of weird to think about, but for definition. This is called a rhombus. I will tell you that many people in the world call this a diamond. The mathematical term for this is a rhombus. So it is a quadrilateral. It does have 4 sides. It also has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So this side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to that side. So it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. The difference between a rhombus and a rectangle, or a rhombus and a square, is that a rhombus has to have 4 sides that are at equal length. So it has this one, and this one, and this one. All 4 of these are equal. The difference here is that unlike a square, it does not have to have those 4 right angles. So a rhombus is different in that way, okay? It does not have to have 4 right angles, okay? Now, if we think about this, we're going to get a little deep for a second. So a rhombus has to be a quadrilateral, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and 4 equal. Only qualifications or only rules for being a rhombus. A square is technically a type of a rhombus. Okay, so we're going to go over to our items that are not parallelograms. So we have a couple of items. So one is a kite and one is a trapezoid. Another type of trapezoid that I want to talk to you about. So the typical or the usual type of trapezoid is technically called an isosceles trapezoid. Isosceles meaning that there are 2 sides that are equal. So this side and this side are equal to each other. There's also a kind of trapezoid that you don't typically see, which is this top one. And this one doesn't have 2 sides that are equal. This side here and this side are not the same length. So it's not your typical trapezoid that you would see, but it is still a trapezoid because it only has 1 pair of parallel lines. And in this case, we've got this one and this one. Okay? So those are our things that are not parallelograms. We're going to talk about these really quickly. Not really quickly, but we're going to talk about these in more detail. So a kite, it has to be a quadrilateral. So once again, 4 sides. Awesome. Then we have to have 0 pairs of parallel sides. So if we look at this, none of these sides are going to be parallel, right? This side meets up with this one, so that intersects. And then this one intersects with this one, and then intersects with this one. So they all intersect with each other. We have 0 parallel lines with this. And then this next one's kind of interesting. The word adjacent might be a new word for you. So it has 2 sets of sides, 2 sets of sides of equal lengths that are adjacent to each other. So the sides that are of equal length, this one and this one, and adjacent just means next to each other. So these 2 sides have the same length and they're also next to each other. This side and this side are equal length and they're also next to each other. And yeah, a kite is named just like the kite that you fly in the sky. The traditional kite looks like this. So those are your qualifications for a kite. 4 sides, no pairs of parallel, and 2 sets of sides that are equal in length and next to it. I skipped. This is a trapezoid. So a trapezoid is a quadrilateral, and it has 1 pair of parallel sides. So in this case, our parallel side is, we've got this one and this one. These 2 are our parallel sides, and it only has 1 pair. If I were to take this other side and extend it out, you can see that eventually these are going to intersect. So that is what makes a trapezoid. It only has two lines, 1 pair, that are parallel sides. Now this is your traditional trapezoid, but let's do a little quiz. So are you ready? Name this shape. Is it a parallelogram, a square, or a rectangle? The answer is parallelogram. Feel free to pause me if you want to take it if I'm going too quick. Name this shape. Is it a trapezoid, a square, or a kite? It is a square. All right, name this shape. Is it a rectangle, a square, or a quadrilateral? This is a quadrilateral. All right, name this shape. Is it a trapezoid, a rectangle, or a kite? It's a rectangle. Name this shape. Is it a rectangle, a parallelogram, or a trapezoid? It's a trapezoid. All right, name this shape. Is it a trapezoid, a rhombus, or a rectangle? Rhombus. 2 more. Name this shape. Is it a trapezoid, a rhombus, or a kite? It is a kite. All right, last one. Name this shape. Is it a trapezoid, a rhombus, or a kite? This is that trapezoid that I was talking about. It's not your typical trapezoid, but it is still a trapezoid. You've got this line and this line that are parallel, which is going to make it a trapezoid with only one set of parallel lines. All right, guys, hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot. Bye.